Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new Let's Play on this channel. I'm the Ninja Stalker, and this is Half-Life Blue Shift. I've been a fan of the Half-Life games. Let's see, I got Half-Life Game of the Year edition a good time after it came out. Like, I remember I was watching, it was commercials that got me interested in the game. It was commercials, what was the movie? Money Talks with Chris Tucker. It had commercials in there for on the VHS about Half-Life. It was like warning, biohazard detected or something, and then it was like the acclaimed Half-Life is now Game of the Year edition or something like that. Commercial had like the rocket launcher at one point shooting down a chopper. It was pretty cool. It was like, pick up your copy today, Half-Life. I was like, oh wow. I got it way after the movie though, because I didn't get the movie when it first came out. So it was some time after that they were still selling a Half-Life Game of the Year edition. And the Game of the Year edition came with it came with Half-Life, it came with Blue Shift, it came with Opposing Force, it came with Counter-Strike, and then in one of the CDs, it might have been the Counter-Strike one, if you loaded all of the games in order properly to your computer. It also had a firearms mod, and was it Day of Defeat? I don't know. No, I don't think it was Day of Defeat. It was firearms mod and like this old Western multiplayer game that I played, which, I mean, I didn't have internet. I mean, we had internet, but I myself didn't have internet because it was just, like a adult thing that had the internet. Me and my sister and I, we didn't have that. But I played, I jumped in to check out this mod. It was old Western times, and you had like this repeating rifle and bow and arrow and like a bunch of other shit. This long rifle or something, I forgot what it was called. But then the firearms mod, that one I was really interested in because it was like World War II. I remember one of the levels that I jumped in to play, or I don't really play to be honest because there's no one else playing with me. But you started off in an airplane, or like a big C-130s or something, right? And you chose the character you wanted. But then you chose the class you wanted. You chose the weapons you wanted based on I guess weight or something like that. There was also like skills that you can have for your character, and you had a number amount of skills you can pick. Because some of the skills would be worth 5 points, let's just say, and then some of the skills might be worth 1 point, right? So there'd be like I can't remember, but I know there was like one called nomenclature. If you had that, I think you were better with weapons overall. I'm not sure, but that was like a lot. And there was like athletics or something. I can't remember, but it was cool. It was super cool. Firearms would have been pretty decent, but there was that. And then Counter-Strike, you had to be online. It wasn't a single player thing. It wasn't like the Xbox version, the original Xbox, where you can play the game by yourself against bots. You can have bots on your team, bots on the enemy team, and you just go and play. And that's what I did a lot when I got that game, because it was pretty cool. It was a good practice. As a matter of fact, I think back in the day, the original Xbox, you would have just about every game you bought, I think there was a free 30 days of play or trial for online. They don't do that anymore, because I think Microsoft saw real quick, we are losing money on something that can get us money, which is the multiplayer thing. We want people to pay, and then they stopped doing the free 30 days trial or whatever that was, which was pretty cool. But anyways, Half-Life Blue Shift. This one I truly like. I first started playing with the original Half-Life. I didn't get too far. And then I couldn't load in Blue Shift or anything else because, I don't know. But then I realized once I started playing years afterwards, Opposing Force was my favorite. And I just kept playing it because it was about military. I liked it. I couldn't find the Blue Shift disc. And then after some time, like maybe a few years ago, I was like, oh, Blue Shift, let me check what this is about. I started playing it. I had the CD back home. And I was like, holy crap, this is cool. You get to be the security guards. It's a shorter campaign, but it gives another perspective to the story. I don't know what happens to Barney Calhoun. Does he show up again in Half-Life 2? I can't remember. I've played Half-Life 2, but I don't remember. Apart from that, Opposing Force, Adrian Shepard, I don't know what happens to Adrian Shepard. Nothing's mentioned about Adrian Shepard. At the end of the game, you apparently just disappear. I don't know if he was going to ever come back, but we're not ever going to know now because sadly they're not going to make an episode 3 of Half-Life. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump in. Yeah, well, do we want to do training room? Let me see. I guess I can also say YouTuber I'm subscribed to. I've mentioned him many times on my channel. Varg Skeletor, Fine Sauce Joel, Swedish individual. He did a Let's Play. He has done a Let's Play, I think, on the first Half-Life. There's like an extension mod to the Half-Life. He's also done a Half-Life Blue Shift. This one, he's also done Opposing Force. He's done it all. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. This is my version. We'll go with the way I play, I guess. Do we want to do the training room? You know what? Difficulty training room or the. Let's just go with medium. Let's just play. Let's just jump right in. We won't do training room. How long the video is going to be? We'll probably just get to